Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's come here, and Tyreek Hill's talking a lot. Podcast, making some statements, which I like it in some ways because this franchise for 20 years has had no energy outside of, as you said to start, Ricky Williams, no real superstar, charismatic figure. Tyreek brings that. So I like the swagger he brings. I like the energy he brings. He's got the fan base excited, and he brings that jolt of energy. But you can talk too much too, because so it's a fine line. What do you think about Tyreek in the podcast? What do you think about Tyreek and some of the statements he said? How do you follow that? Because I know some people are like, I love it.
love it.
I want more. Some people are like, okay, it might be a little too much. Now, where do you fall?
I love it. I
You
love it. I
I
love
kind
it.
of like it too.
I love it. I love it. Um, this team had little puppies, no bite. It was only Waddle, it was only X, and a couple guys on defense bake. Tyreek Hill, for his size, for his stature, he's a big dog. Okay, he's a big dog. He's probably the most vicious pit bull you ever seen on a football field. If you want to, he's an alpha of the highest order in the NFL. Right? He's one of the most scariest receivers in the NFL. He's one of the most cockiest receivers in the NFL because of the fact that he knows what he can do on the football field. Right? This Dolphins team, outside of X, you don't have, and Waddle, you didn't really have that mentality, right? Somebody who's going to step on the field and know nobody on the other side can stop them. Tyreek Hill's mentality and that the way he thinks and his confidence, it just brushes off on everybody else, right? When you have a guy like that where he's going to beat his guy every single time and he's going to talk smack and he's going to let them know. When you're Jalen Waddle, when you're Mike Gesicki, when you're Raheem Mostert, when you're Sony Michel, when you're Myles Gaskin, the list goes on. And even the O linemen, when you're Tua specifically, you can't let Tyreek Hill down. You don't want to let Tyreek Hill down. I have to do this little bit to kind of help me over. Tyreek probably has the rest of it. But when somebody out there is barking and they can follow and kind of live up to the bark, it's amazing to see. And I think Tyreek Hill's confidence in him going out and saying everything on these podcasts and trying to brand himself as a podcaster, and trying to brand himself in the Dolphins. I mean, granted, they're paying him a lot of money to do all these talking too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
When you're the thing is, you remember that practice on last Saturday when Tua threw the 65-yard pass. Yep. So before the practice, Tyreek Hill gets in front of the crowd and he's pumping up everybody, gets the mic, and all the guys on defense are kind of looking at Tyreek Hill and seeing the crowd and seeing the reaction, and they're like, nobody like this was before here.
No.
Nobody. No. Not even Tua. Tua's not even like a pump up rah guy. He's, he is who he is. So everybody's going to follow Tyreek Hill's lead, and that's the Dolphins are only going as far as Tyreek Hill takes them.